Hi, this is Lee Ellis with another installment of Leading with Honor Coaching. Well, in the last 30 days, the world has changed. We're really in a crisis in many ways. There's chaos in many areas, and there are many perspectives on it. But the issue of race relations is one that is at the core, and it's one that we need to all address and look at it. We all have a lot of fear, probably, most of us do, about saying the wrong thing or having the wrong attitude or not the right perspective or offending someone. And so we're all being cautious, and that's probably a good thing too. But as leaders, we have to step out, we have to step up. And now I think is a good time for many of us to step back and listen. Because even though there are many angles of this, and there's many people who have their own agenda, which may not be as pure as some of us would like to think ours is, at the core is race relations. It's something that hasn't been talked about. In fact, I have a video that I watched this week, and we'll post it on our website, of two Air Force colonels who were class of 1995 at the U.S. Air Force Academy. One is black and one is white. They're at the same base, both wing commanders. And in fact, though the video was made about 2 or 3 weeks ago talking about race, both of them have subsequently been promoted to 1-star general. And they're having their first discussion ever about race, even though they've been in the Air Force together in various places for 25 years and they were classmates for 4 years in college. So it's very interesting. And I said that, the concerns about stepping on toes and saying the right thing. And the white guy asked Colonel Bell, the black guy, well, what do you want to be called? Are you black? Are you African American? Are you a person of color? What exactly should I call you? And Colonel Bell said, well, it really doesn't matter to me. And I use them differently in different situations to kind of relate more appropriately to the situation. So I thought that was interesting. But then they both agreed that some people want one term and some people want another term. So we're walking on troubled waters in some ways, but here's where courage of leadership must come about. A few years ago, we came up with the leadership engagement model. And on one side is the tendency to dominate and want to be in control and have your way and have all your opinions accepted. And for some people, that's a natural reaction. And some people, their reaction is to withdraw, especially when something that's controversial comes up. They withdraw because they don't want to be in the argument. They don't want to be in the emotional stress of that situation. So most of us have actually a natural tendency to go one way or the other. I tend to be more of the dominant, take control person. My wife tends to be more of the withdrawal. And so we're very different in some ways also. But what we've learned is that neither one of those works in the long run. Only in war does it work to dominate or withdraw. In any relationships that's important, you have to learn to engage and move to the middle. And that takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of trust. It takes a willingness to listen to the other person's perspective, to collaborate, to believe, to initiate, and to work through. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is not easy for any of us. It's challenging. It's scary. That's where we are now. That's where we need leaders to step out, step up, and step back and listen. So recently, I decided that I had to step up and step out. So I contacted 2 of my friends who are people of color, African Americans, black, and started talking. And they've shared with me some videos. One of them is the letter from Martin Luther King in the Birmingham jail. It's about a 55-minute video produced by Ohio State. Now, there's some other things out there on this, but this one was outstanding. And I was, of course, in college in 1963 when he went to the Birmingham jail, when he was grabbed and pulled in with many others of his peers who were in the process of protesting the bad problem is civil rights, integration in Birmingham. But watching it again put me emotionally in touch with what it was really like back then for people of color. And that helped me to think through and to give grace and to be willing to listen even more to my friends. So that was part of my stepping up and stepping out. And so now I'm listening. And we're going to meet again and listen some more. And that's what the two colonels were doing. And that's what I'm encouraging you to do, is to engage with people who are different from you, and especially are different color, different race, different gender, different age, but especially right now, race. Because this issue is on the table, and we cannot dominate it, we cannot withdraw from it, we have to engage with it. It's going to take grace, humility, love. Fortunately, I have so many Black people from my life experience that I have loved for a long time. That gives me an anchor to work through. It gives me respect. It gives me that foundation. But still, I'm a white guy, and I've had white guy experience all my life. So there's no question that my perspectives are going to be somewhat distorted because I've only seen them from one angle. So now I'm listening to feel the hurt and the pain that others have felt. I don't know where all this is going to come out, but if we will take a positive attitude and engage with it and work through it, we're going to be in better shape. Now, not everybody is going to be up for that, okay? Especially if they're different from us, regardless of which side you're on, not everybody's going to be willing to do that. But we have to find those that will and work through and lead our country, our culture, and all people, our neighbors of all colors, to lead through this and come out the other side stronger, better, a better culture, and a better community. That's what I'm encouraging today. We'll have some links on our blog and our website. I hope you'll check them out. And we'd love to hear from you on how you're experiencing this situation and what your perspectives are, as long as they're healthy. All right, take care and have a great month, and we'll see you next month. God bless you.